I am Kit, and this is me 2 months on low-dose testosterone and finasteride. The changes have continued to be slow, as expected, with only 40 milligrams of testosterone per week. On week 5, my face and my hair started getting more oily. It wasn't anything I needed to change my cleaning routines for, but it was something that I did expect pimples to come in soon. Those did start coming in week 6 and continued week 7. Week 8, it did progress to my shoulders. I still don't think it's anything significant, but I will have to keep an eye on that. My voice did drop some more this month. On week 7, it dropped down to where it had been on week 3. Week 8, however, it did drop down even more. I wasn't expecting that, as I didn't really have the sore voice that I did when it dropped the first time at week 3. But it was just, I thought I had little tickly sensations off and on throughout the week. I thought I was imagining it, but it turns out that something was actually happening. That's pretty exciting, since that was the effect I'm looking forward to most. My body hasn't particularly changed at all recently. I'm still at the same measurements, so there's no fat redistribution happening yet. My face shape hasn't changed, which is another effect that fat redistribution will have eventually. Those I don't suspect will start happening for a couple more months at least. It takes a while for your body to get into the redistribution phase. I haven't noticed any increased muscle mass. I have been back at work a little bit doing some demolition, so I suspect something might be happening there, but I haven't weight tested anything to find out, since that's not one of my high goals for this situation. I'm not working out any more than I used to, because I feel like what I do at work is enough if I get to work. The effects that finasteride is supposed to minimize, the facial hair, body hair, balding, and bottom growth, have all been negligible. If there has been a change, it's nothing that I've seen or felt with any changes that have been happening. My body scent hasn't changed. My perspiration hasn't changed from the first month. My sex drive is still where it was the first month, barely higher than it normally is. I keep hearing that this is supposed to be something that's supposed to take off, but I haven't had any effects of that yet. My mood has been stable this month. I did have my monthly depressive episode, and that only lasted 3 days. Usually my depressive episodes involve me just feeling really lethargic and not motivated to do anything. This month it was an extreme exhaustion. I could barely get out of bed on the second day because I was just so tired. I kept falling asleep. So since exhaustion is one of the side effects I was noticing during the first month, I suppose that might have had an effect on my depressive episode. My social dysphoria, I haven't been out in public very much, and I haven't been out at work very much to notice if people are looking at me differently lately. I did get they-them'd once in public, but I suspected it was more of a polite thing that the person was doing, because the person they-them'd other people in the room at the same time. I have gotten she/her at work, which is frustrating. After 10 months, I'd have hoped my coworkers would have figured it out by now, but it doesn't seem like some of them have quite gotten the message yet. So I'm still going to have to work with them on that. I have joined some trans groups this month, which is really nice. I get to use my chosen name and my they, them pronouns in these groups, and they're 100% recognized and honored every time. It's really nice to have a safe space like that I can go to and feel reaffirmed every week. Other than that, one of the things I didn't mention in my weekly updates is I did get myself a binder for this month. It was more of a gender affirming product I got for myself. I don't particularly have any body dysphoria, but when I did get the binder and I tried it on and I was looking at myself, I was like, ooh, I feel very non-binary. And it was the first time I've really had some gender euphoria about my body. As I said, I still haven't gone to work very much. I've worked a total of 3.5 days in the last 2 weeks. It's a little frustrating, but I'm hoping that it'll start picking up here again soon. I also had some blood work done for my bipolar medication last week, and I had some pretty concerning numbers come up that indicate that I really need to change my eating habits and my weight management. So that is something that I'm going to be focusing on a lot for the next few months. I'm expecting drastic body changes because of this. I don't know how it's going to come off because tea does make body fat disappear at different rates in different spots on males compared to females. And I've been told that I should be looking at male timelines and eating habits and such now. Other than that, I don't have anything to report. That does seem to be a significant, not significant amount of changes again this month. But hopefully things will continue to progress over the next month. I look forward to seeing what changes are coming along, and I'll talk to you next time.